What's up everybody, it's Firemace here, and yeah, welcome back to the channel, guys. I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video, and yeah, hopefully we can get back into the swing of things. The main reason why my video uploading schedule basically died out completely is January, or 2019 rather, didn't start out very well for me and my family. We've had some tragedies in both of my family and in my wife's family that we are kind of working through. But yeah, hopefully real soon I'll be able to get back into, you know, a proper uploading schedule and get things back to normal. It is going to affect my uploading schedule for a little bit still, but I figured I might as well get back into things. I have been playing Scum with some of my friends for a while, over the holidays and during January, so I figured I might as well start making some Scum videos for you guys. And basically my plan is to have like a short series of videos where I give you some valuable information, tips and tricks of what I've been able to pick up in Scum. So yeah, without further ado, I'm not going to waste any time. Let's get into today's video, and we're going to look at character creation. Alright, I'll see you guys then. Alright, welcome everybody, and yeah, welcome to Scum. Scum is an early access game. It's an open world survival that currently at the moment is in early access, and it focuses very heavily on PvP, quite simply because, well, there isn't really any other content in the game currently. It's kind of, it's like I said just now, it's early access, so there is more things coming, greater things are coming, and I think this game is going to be brilliant when it is finally released, or when it's finally finished, let me rather put it that way. So Scum's been around for a few months now. It's not a brand new game, but I've always been into open world survival. I don't really care much for PvP, but it is still fun. I really do enjoy it. I've been playing it with some of the other guys that you guys know very well, Gecko and Skalakas, and all those guys are also here, Slingshot 121. And we've been having a blast just running around the map, trying to figure out how the game works and how to kill people. The problem with Scum, because it is early access, there's obviously not a lot of information on it at the moment. And so yeah, I had this idea of making a short series of videos where I give you some, you know, useful hints on what I've picked up from Scum since I've been playing it. Alright, so in today's video I want to kind of focus on character creation. There's a bunch of YouTube videos that you can go and watch about character creation, and everybody just kind of says this is the build to go with, this is the build to go with, and the truth is there is not really a best build for Scum currently. Alright, nobody really knows, and even information that I give you now might change in 2 days, might change in a week from now, might change in a month from now. We never know. It is, like I said, early access. But the most important factor that you need to consider when you are building your Scum character is the fact that attribute values give you more than just what they appear to give you. And that is basically what I'm trying to convey in today's video. So when you're looking at the character creation screen, you will see there are 4 main attribute values that you can adjust. You have strength, constitution, dexterity and intelligence. And on the face value, what you get from those skills is you get points that you can level up into your skill sets. So there are different skills for strength, different skills for constitution, different skills for intellect, and different skills for dexterity. Some of these skills are easier and harder to level up in the game as well, so it's kind of a trade-off about where you're going to spend your points and what you're going to choose to level up when you're on the map. But apart from these obvious skills that your attributes give you, they give you bonuses in the background, bonuses that are not easy to see, especially when you start playing the game the first time. So for example, strength impacts a myriad of aspects of your character's skill levels, including things like how much weight you can comfortably carry before it fatigues you out. Alright, so if you have lower strength, the amount of weight that you'll be able to comfortably carry without negatively impacting your stamina is going to be significantly lower if you have when you have 5 strength, for example. Strength is also contributes to how quickly your character does actions that require power. Alright, so let's for example say that you want to climb over a wall. A character with lower strength will be slower to pull himself up over the wall than a character with higher strength. So it even impacts the way you move around the map then. And these things are not obvious to see when you create your character first. Constitution, once again, impacts a lot of skills. In the background, the main one is obviously your character's health points. So a character that has a constitution of 3 will only have 100 health points, whereas a character that has a constitution of 5 will have 120 health points. So when we start looking at dexterity is for stuff that requires quick muscle movement. So that is how quickly do you swap out weapons, how quickly do you reload your magazine into your gun, how quickly do you go from your normal fighting stance to aiming down sights, etc, etc. Dexterity will impact stuff like that. Any short quick muscle movements, your dexterity will have an impact on that. And then intelligence obviously is how much can your character learn in game. And obviously these things are not going to be straight up apparent to you when you start playing the game. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys what I think for the way that I play is going to be the best build for me. Your attribute values will be distributed in your character basically heavily dependent on what you really want to do. So let's say that you are less concerned about your health points, for example. So you want to ignore putting any points into constitution. You would rather have a high dexterity of 5 and then say a high strength value, because you would like to be able to do proper combat, but you would also like to be the lockpicking thief on your map. Alright. For myself, I don't really care about dexterity, I don't really care about lockpicking. I want to have a beefy, strong, tanky fighter. That's what I really want. Alright, so based on that, I'm going to show you guys a couple of quick things that you need to know when you create your character, so that you don't waste any of the skill points that you do receive. Alright, so currently you can see on your attribute points, you have a total of 14 points that you can currently use. Now there is a way to add one more point to your character by changing your penis size. Well, it's 1.5 point really. By changing your penis size all the way to the smallest that it can possibly go. So contrary to what people believe, in Scum, smaller is better. It makes your character smarter, and it gives you extra point values that you can actually work with to make your character perform the way that you would like it to perform in game. Alright, so like I said, I want to focus on having a strong, beefy character. So I'm not going to be too concerned with my intellect and my dexterity. I would like to have those values much lower. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide the slider at the top until it gives me the 1 strength, 1 constitution like I have there. Now, if you noticed, I did lose a little bit of intellect when I got a little bit older. If I go all the way, I will gain a little bit of intellect back. And now I have 5 intellect and 1 constitution, but that's not really what we're looking for. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to redistribute these points on my own. Right? I have these points that I can use. So I'm going to take my dexterity down to 3. I'm going to add the 2 points that I gained from there all the way into my strength. Right, so now I have a nice strong character, although he's a little fat. I am not too concerned with intellect, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these points out of intellect my own self, and I'm going to add them to the constitution, and that'll take my constitution up to 4.4. So I have 5 strength, 4.4 constitution, 3 dexterity, and 3.1 intellect. And this is basically going to be perfect for what I want to do in game myself. Now you can choose different head types. Currently you cannot yet change stuff like your skin color. They only have these presets that you can currently use that will change your skin color for you. I'm going to leave it on default for now. You can go with tattoos. The first tattoo that you see here is if you buy the upgraded version of Scum on Steam. You will get this tattoo along with a few other perks. that are all cosmetic. It doesn't give you any type of advantage in the game. One thing that's nice is you get a watch that you can actually check the time on map. But other than that, you will have these 3 default tattoos. Once again, guys, it's early access. There might be more things coming, or there will definitely be more things coming in the future. I'm just going to switch tattoos off for now. I'm not going to be too concerned about that. So let's quickly jump into the next part of character creation. And now this is where you are finally going to be putting your points that you get from your attributes into your skills. Alright, now obviously there's a lot of skills. You don't have points to max out all of them. You can put a little bit of points into each, but I feel like there are some skills that are easier to level than others. Alright, so what I usually do is under my strength 3, because I have a lot of points, I usually max out my rifles first. And basically this impacts stuff like when I'm shooting with a AR, my recoil and stuff like that will be less. My character will be better equipped to handle the weapon when fighting. So it improves your accuracy and stuff like that because you have less recoil. Makes you a more effective shooter and fighter on the map and in the deathmatch events. What I then usually do is I can go into handguns and basically put my handguns on medium. Handguns is also something that is very easy to level up by simply jumping onto the map and shooting puppets with a pistol. You can use a 9mm, Desert Eagle, doesn't matter. But what I usually do is I just try to give myself just a basic handgun skill, and that way I am capable of at least using the weapon effectively so I can shoot these puppets. And then I put the rest into melee so that I have medium melee weapons. You can also simply swap these two around, give yourself basic melee weapons and medium handguns. You will be shooting most of the time, especially if you're fighting other players, so it's maybe effective to have your guns set as high as they can go. Then under the constitution thing, I like to max out my running, and the rest of it I put straight up into endurance. I like to move fast on the map. By maxing out my running, my character achieves max movement speed that I can have. This is for walking, jogging, sprinting as well. When you're strafing left and right, you will do so at the maximum speed that your character allows. Obviously a moving target is much harder to hit than a stationary one, so I like to have my running maxed out, and my endurance will level out as I jog across the map. You are going to see there is a lot of running simulator built into the game currently. There are cars in the game, but they are rare, and I will cover where to get cars and stuff when I do my looting video. But for now, let's just say that you will be running a lot, so you will definitely be leveling up your endurance, which means you can have that set to basic, or even you can leave it blank if you don't have enough points for it, and you will definitely level that up. But endurance does state basically how long your stamina will last when you're sprinting, jogging, jumping and stuff like that, or fighting with your fists. Then in dexterity, like I said, I don't care for thievery. I'm not a lockpicker. I will discuss locks and lockpicking when I do my basis video, but for now let's just say that that is not a skill that I go into. If that is what you want to do, then obviously you will have to have higher dexterity, or you're going to have to sacrifice on stealth. But with 3 dexterity you can absolutely max out your thievery. Alright, so you don't really need more than 3 points in there. I'm going to max out my stealth. I want to be quiet when I move around on the map, which is going to be very important for the way that I play, and that is how I'm going to build my character then. Now intellect is the only one where you're going to run into problems if you follow my build. There's a lot of things here that are important. Obviously survival, sniping and camouflage are really important aspects, and we all want to have them as high as possible. Now there are skills in here that are easy to level up and skills in here that are hard to level up. I find that camouflage is really hard to level up because there is not really a good way to do it. You need to have camouflage clothing on, even if it's just a shirt, and then you have to basically go sit in a bush and crouch, uncrouch, crouch, uncrouch, and you don't get a lot of points every time that you do it. So it's going to be a really tedious process to level that up. Sniping can be leveled up by just sniping puppets. You have to use a scope for it to count as sniping skill. But that means even if I fit my AK-47 with a ACOG scope, I will be able to level up sniping. So sniping is not that hard to level up from absolutely no skill to having a decent skill with a sniper rifle. I also feel that sniping, the gun moves around a lot when you have no skill in it, but if you press the control to hold your breath, your guy still holds the gun steady. So if you by yourself as a player is a decent sniper, you should be able to level up sniping really easily. Awareness currently on the multiplayer map, there is no way to level up awareness, and as such, I mean, I'm not going to bother with it. Even if I put a little bit of points in it, it will never be higher, and I don't value awareness enough to max it out to maximum anyway. So basically what I feel like I'm going to focus on is Camouflage, because in my opinion it is one of the hardest skills to level up in the Intellect tree currently. And then Survival is probably the easiest skill to level up, because all you have to do is chop down 3. So I'll give whatever points remain into Survival, give me a little bit of a head start, and then I will usually spend a few hours when I create a new character just leveling that up. And yeah, that is basically the way that I build my character. I like it that way. I feel like it's going to be a really good build. My character will be able to carry a lot of weight without getting exhausted easily. I'll be able to run quickly, I'll be able to be stealthy, I'll be able to hide, and I will be able to fight effectively on the map to defend myself against all the other players that will be on the map with me. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys did enjoy it, if you like it, remember to drop a like on the video. If you're new and you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, share the video with your friends and family. And yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you think is the best build currently for Scum, and which skills you value the most when playing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Alright, cheers.